Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas State's offense will take the field first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
To the air, it's Rayner. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, and he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Washington.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The quick out. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass, it's Rayner. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Burris. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Red Wolves can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Rayner. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for room, it's Russell. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Red Wolves need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To the air, it's Rayner. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Little. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. And the Red Wolves are rolling down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Little. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. I
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Sweet cut there. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Complete to start this drive. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He unleashes a long one. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance, It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Blake.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Escapes trouble. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
The Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Green. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burris. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give to the back. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Red Wolves now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, you've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT. It's kind of like a play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Finds his man, it's Blake. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Green. Buying some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Here's a heat. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to run it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Blasted as he lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Rucker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him.
It's a seam wide open. And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football.
Oh, out of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Razorbacks will keep this drive going. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Shakes off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Cross. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. second down for this offense. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Summers. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Red Wolves had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.